Welcome, everybody. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at Verified Investing with Pro Charts Market Movers Edition. So we're going to jump into four charts. One is ASML, one is Robinhood, which is actually making a pretty substantial push to the upside today. We're also going to go over MP as well as OKLO. So these stocks are usually the ones that are moving, and a lot of people talk about them. Not as much as ASML, but the other ones are definitely in the eyes of a lot of investors. ASML, pivot top here, secondary hit. Here was what happened. This was an upsloping trend line that got broken to the upside, got a nice pullback. And then all of a sudden, this showed us signs of weakness once it ran into this upsloping trend line again and broke out of this pivot high, got a decent sell-off. This is with logarithmic charts on. So now what we're looking at is, again, pivot top here, secondary hit. If price action with this upgrade on ASML pushes up a little bit higher, I'm looking at a potential upside move to $2,105.29. It's really going to depend on when the chart actually hits that level. So if it takes a little bit longer to hit there, it could end up retesting this upsloping trend line again and getting a rejection at 2105 all the way up to about 2108. But ASML is getting way overextended. Now what we're looking at, I'm going to zoom into the charts a little bit more for you. And again, this was the logarithmic charts still on. Secondary upsloping trend line, pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit right there. Third hit right there. So we're still in an uptrend on ASML. We did have a little bit of a doji candle, but as you can see, we're pushing through the all-time highs one more time, which implies that there's additional upside move. And that is why I'm targeting 2105 all the way up to 2128. And again, it really depends on when it hits this upsloping trend line. What I'm looking at is a potential pullback. If price action can retest this upsloping trend line for the fourth time, this upsloping trend line will stay a little bit weaker, and I'm looking for a breakdown, potential retrace to the scene of the crime, and then we could take advantage of shorting something like ASML. MP is having a nice push to the upside as well today. Caught a lot of support right here at this $52 level. So what I'm looking for is a potential continued move to the upside at $70.81. You zoom out in the charts, you've got this previous gap that's sitting right here. As you can see, resistance there, resistance level there, and then it hit again on the 2nd of June before this sell-off. So if we can get another push up here, now that it's reattacked this upsloping or this horizontal trend line on multiple occasions, I want to see price consolidate right underneath this trend line on MP for a further push up. Not only a push up, but as you can see, it's closed above that on several different occasions. What I want to see is a move above that. Continuation move to close above 73.57, then this would be your long play on a retrace back down to $70.81. Right now, again, we're having a nice surge to the upside. If we do take out this pivot low here, all of a sudden it opens a door for a continued sell-off, and I would be looking at $44.50. But right now, with this nice move to the upside, here's my upside target at $70.81. Robinhood, like I mentioned, having this nice push to the upside. Every once in a while, we will see a market trend change or a stock trend change. How do you identify this is what happens with pivot lows and pivot highs. I'm going to demonstrate how you can take advantage of a continued move to the upside if you get the right factors and the right chart setup. So here's, again, Robinhood. You got a pivot low here. You got a pivot high here. You got a higher low here, a higher high here, a higher low. It's continuing to make this little bit of a stair step pattern on the way up. And the fact that we've taken out this pivot top right here at $94.37, came back in, retested it, and now we're making this continued surge to the upside. This is how you can take advantage of a continuation move to the for a particular stock if it's getting a nice bid. What we have to do then is identify where a potential profit-taking opportunity is. So if you switch on the weekly time frame, what I'm going to do is take this this fib extension tool, take it from the pivot top all the way down to the pivot lows. As you can see, we're right in the 50% Fibonacci retracement. If we consolidate right here, then we're going to continue to make that stair step pattern, or what's called a leapfrog pattern, to the upside. I would be looking for my next upside target about $119.35. Not only would that be the 618 Fibonacci retracement, but you have a ton of price consolidation right in this area. If it continues to make that leapfrog pattern on the daily time frame, then it's likely to surge through 119.35 and head all the way up to the 786 Fibonacci retracement. Ton of additional resistance in this area. So 134.53 is where my max upside before about a 10 to 15% pullback would be, based on previous price action in not only Robinhood, but other stocks. When it gets up to the 786 Fib retracement, this is usually a stopping point before a pretty significant pullback. So that would be where I would be looking to take profits if I saw this chart pattern playing out to the upside. Last but not least is OKLO. Now, I mentioned that leapfrog pattern. The exact opposite thing can happen when a stock is in a downtrend. You have a pivot top, you got a pivot low. You got a lower high and a lower low, a lower high. And as long as we make a lower low, then it's likely that we're going to get a nice move to the downside. OKLO is creating this opposite pattern of what's going on with Robinhood. So here's what we're going to do. Take a look at it. You get pivot high, pivot low, lower high, lower low, lower high, little bit of a lower low. So what's happening here is we're creating this nice downtrend on the chart of OKLO. If we can push up a little bit more, get up to $64.90, that's going to be your first resistance. If we can start breaking this pivot top, it's $73.25. That is the area that it needs to break above. And then all of a sudden we've negated this pattern, and now we have more room to run to the upside. On the downside, because we're in this current chart pattern, this actually favors a continued move to the downside. So as you can see, I have my long level at $50.18. Ton of price consolidation right in this area. And this would be a continuation of this move to the downside. This is the first point that I would potentially pick up OKLO for a swing trade, knowing I have additional support right here at this low pivot at $43.63 and a gap right below it at $39.72 in the chart of OKLO. Right now, sometimes it's better to wait for those reversal patterns to start playing out before you jump into the stock. So this is why I saw this reversal candle right here. And this is indicating that at one point there was a ton of price action in this, which is one of the reasons that I like $50.18 for a long play on the chart of OKLO. These chart patterns play out quite often when you're looking at any particular stock. So keep your eye on them, either making a leapfrog pattern to the upside or a waterfall pattern where it continually slowly grinds lower. And then all of a sudden you're going to have a sharp sell-off. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure you're smashing that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and ringing that bell so that way you can get notified when we put these charts out for you guys, or these videos out for you. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time in the charts. Take care.